Go to heaven for the nice weather, but go to hell to be with your friends. Mark Twain. If all the good people go to heaven, why does hell feel like home? Think about it. Really think. Have you ever felt more at home, more yourself, with the rebels and rule breakers than with the silently judging perfect people? You've spent your life chasing some ideal, haven't you? Polishing the edges, hiding the cracks, striving for a version of goodness society sold you. You've been told conformity is safety, that righteousness is the goal. But what if the people you admire most aren't the ones society calls good? What if they are the ones who dare to be real, even if it means being flawed? What if heaven's sterile perfection isn't peace, but a prison, and hell's supposed chaos is the fire of authentic freedom? Mark Twain, that sharp-eyed observer of the human condition, gave us the key when he quipped, "Go to heaven for the climate, hell for the company." A clever line, easily dismissed? Or is it a brutal, necessary map, pointing away from that cold, perfect prison and towards the messy, vital presence your soul actually craves? This isn't just about pearly gates and pitchforks. Forget the Sunday school simplicity. Twain's words cut deeper, exposing a profound paradox. The relentless pursuit of societal goodness, of purity, often leads not to fulfillment, but to a profound, echoing isolation. It builds walls, not bridges. Conversely, the metaphorical hell, the realm of the flawed, the authentic, the rebels who refuse to sand down their edges, this is where true connection ignites. This is where presence thrives. We're going to dismantle the lie you've been fed, the lie that perfection is the prize. The uncomfortable truth, authenticity, in all its messy glory, is the only soil where genuine human connection can actually grow. Consider the heaven society constructs. It's built on rules, judgments, and appearances. It demands conformity. Think of the pressure to present a flawless life online, the curated perfection, the constant performance of virtue. This is the good climate Twain mentioned, predictable, controlled, outwardly pleasant. But beneath the surface, often a chilling emptiness. Virtue signaling replaces genuine empathy. Judgment becomes the currency. We see it in history, the pious figures who enacted cruelties in the name of righteousness. We see it today, the social media storms where judgment reigns supreme, canceling nuance, pushing out anyone who dares to be complex, contradictory, human. This curated goodness is fragile. It demands constant vigilance, constant performance. It fears the raw, the real, the uncontrolled. It forces you into a role, not allows you to be. And in playing that role, you disconnect, first from others, then, most devastatingly, from yourself. Is this sterile perfection truly worth the price of your own vital pulse? Mark Twain, born Samuel Langhorne Clemens, wasn't just a humorist. He was America's first great philosopher in disguise. Best known for The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn and The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, Twain wrote with wit sharp enough to entertain and insight deep enough to unsettle. Behind the charm of his storytelling lay a penetrating awareness of human hypocrisy, moral conflict, and the quiet despair of modern life. His words endure not just because they are clever, but because they unearth truths we're still reluctant to face. Twain didn't just describe the world, he exposed it. And this is where the genius of Mark Twain truly shines. His wit wasn't just for laughs, it was a scalpel, cutting through the thick layers of societal hypocrisy. Now, let's talk about hell. Not eternal damnation, but the magnetic pull of the real, the flawed, the imperfect. Why are anti-heroes often the most compelling characters in stories? Why are we drawn to the artist who bears their soul, struggles and all? Why do we trust the leader who admits mistakes more than the one who claims infallibility? Carl Jung spoke of the shadow, the hidden, repressed parts of ourselves. We are fascinated by those who dare to integrate their shadow, or at least acknowledge it. Perfection is unrelatable. It offers no handhold, no point of connection. Imperfection, however, is a mirror. It says, I see you. I am like you. We are in this human mess together. The friend who confesses a vulnerability, the colleague who admits they don't have all the answers, these are the moments where trust is forged, where real bonds form. This hell isn't about wickedness, it's about authenticity. It's the land of the living, breathing, stumbling, striving human. Society praises the righteous, the rule followers. They maintain order, uphold tradition. They ensure the climate remains stable. But often, this righteousness is passive. It's a conformity born of fear, not conviction. Rebellion, on the other hand, is often misunderstood. It's not mere chaos, it's the active pursuit of personal truth, even when it clashes with the norm. Think of the great minds, the artists, the innovators who defied convention: Galileo, Wilde, Simone de Beauvoir. They were often ostracized, condemned by the righteous of their time. They chose the company of their convictions over the climate of acceptance. This rebellion isn't about breaking rules for sport. It's about refusing to live a life dictated by fear or external validation. It's about aligning your actions with your deepest self. The righteous might be liked by the system, but the rebels are often loved by their tribe, the ones who recognize their courage, their presence, their refusal to be anything less than fully themselves. You hear this, and part of you resists, doesn't it? Society has ingrained it deep. Be good. Fit in. Don't rock the boat. You've been told ambition within the lines is key. That approval is paramount. That flaws are weaknesses to be eradicated. You've been taught that hell is punishment, the ultimate failure. That safety lies in blending in achieving that sterile, socially approved heaven. You believe, perhaps unconsciously, that following the rules will lead to happiness, to acceptance, to peace. You think chasing perfection will make you worthy. But has it? Has chasing that perfect image, that flawless facade, truly brought you the deep connection you crave? Has the fear of judgment, the constant self-policing, led to freedom? Or has it led to a quiet, gnawing loneliness, even when surrounded by people? The belief isn't entirely wrong, just tragically incomplete. Yes, society needs some order, but it confuses order with sterility. It mistakes compliance for connection. You've been conditioned to seek the safety of the climate, fearing the vibrant, unpredictable company of authentic souls. You've been told ambition is everything, but maybe the kind of ambition matters. Is it ambition to climb a ladder someone else built? Or is it the ambition to build your own path, even if it leads through the wilderness? We equate good with safe, and rebellious with dangerous. But what if the real danger lies in not living authentically? What if the greatest risk is reaching the end, having perfectly maintained the climate, only to realize you never truly joined the company? There's more to it. Let's take it deeper. This pursuit of perfection, this desperate need for approval, it builds a cage around you. A gilded cage, perhaps. Comfortable. Admired, even. You follow the rules. You tick the boxes. You maintain the facade. Perfect. Beat and alone. Perfect. Beat and unseen. Perfect. Beat and starving for a connection that sterile perfection can never provide. Because real connection requires vulnerability. It demands the courage to show the cracks, the flaws, the messy truth of who you are. The heaven of relentless self-policing, of constant performance. It's not paradise, it's solitary confinement disguised as virtue. You stand there, polished and pristine, waiting for connection, but you've made yourself impenetrable. You've achieved the perfect climate, but there's no one really there with you. Is this the victory you were promised? This hollow echo in a perfectly ordered room. Presence requires imperfection. It demands you step out of the cage. So, let's redefine hell. Forget the fire and brimstone. Think of it as the untamed territory of the self. It's the freedom to be flawed, to be passionate, to be contradictory, to be real. It's the noisy, chaotic, vibrant tavern Twain envisioned, filled with engaging sinners, honest rebels, and complex souls. It's the space where you don't have to pretend, where you can speak your truth, even if it trembles, where mistakes are acknowledged, learned from, integrated, not hidden in shame. This hell is the fertile ground for presence. Because when you stop performing, when you drop the mask of perfection, you finally show up. You become available for genuine interaction, for empathy, for the unpredictable dance of human connection. It's noisy, it's messy, it's sometimes painful, but it's alive. It's the freedom to choose the company, the real, flawed, magnetic company, over the sterile, predictable climate. Here's the part no one tells you clearly. You have a choice. Every single day. You can choose the climate or the company. You can choose the gilded cage of conformity, chasing the ghost of perfection, forever polishing an image, and remain fundamentally alone. Or you can choose the hell of authenticity, the hell of showing up as you are, flaws and all, the hell of risking judgment to find belonging, the hell of speaking your truth, even when it's inconvenient. Mark Twain wasn't just being witty. He was revealing a strategic truth about human nature. People don't bond with perfection, they bond with presence. They connect with reality. Think of Twain himself, cynical, satirical, brutally honest, deeply flawed, yet enduringly beloved. Why? Because he was real. He chose the company. He embraced his own hell and invited us in. You chase societal heaven, and you lose the very connection you seek. You embrace your authentic hell, your messy truth, and you find the tribe that resonates with your soul. Do you choose the sterile silence of approval, or the vibrant noise of belonging? Do you choose the climate, or the company? The choice is yours. Right now, and every moment after. Twain's quote isn't an endorsement of vice. It's a profound insight into human desire. We don't ultimately crave abstract goodness. We crave connection. We crave presence. And that kind of connection only blossoms in the soil of authenticity, watered by vulnerability and courage. The hell Twain points to is the inner landscape where you stop pretending and start being. It's accepting your shadow, embracing your complexities, and daring to show up fully in the world. It's understanding that your imperfections are not barriers to connection, but bridges. They are the texture that makes you relatable, the cracks where the light and other people can get in. Stop running from your flaws. Stop chasing the sterile climate of unattainable perfection. Your vitality, your magnetism, your power to connect lies in the messy, beautiful, authentic hell of being truly, fully human. That's where the real company gathers. So next time you feel the pressure to conform, to hide a part of yourself, to chase that flawless image, remember, presence is power. Authenticity is connection. Heaven might have the climate, but hell has the company worth keeping. If this resonates, if you feel that pull towards living your truth, flaws and all, I want you to do something right now. Go down to the comments and declare it. Right, I choose my truth. Let's create a community right here, a tribe of people committed to authenticity over perfection. Find others who are on this path. Your declaration is a signal to yourself and to the universe that you're ready. I choose my truth. And if you want to continue exploring these deeper truths, uncovering the myths that hold us back and finding the courage to live authentically, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. We go deep here. Remember Mark Twain's wisdom, filtered through the lens of your own soul's longing. The climate might seem appealing, but the company, the connection, that's where life happens. Stop seeking sterile heavens. Choose your fire, embrace your shadows, and the world, the real world, will finally feel like home.